Hey here, bestie. It's Baina again. Wanted to welcome you back or welcome you to my YouTube channel. I am so excited to be here, so excited to share with you today. But first things first, let's click the subscribe button, please, and then set your notifications to make sure you don't miss me. Like, who wants to miss me? Anywho, I'm excited to come in today and share because I have a feeling that there's somebody out here in YouTube land and beyond that is not sure what's going on in their business. They're feeling like the poop has hit the fan and maybe your business has come to a screeching halt, or maybe you see it dying right before your eyes like I did 7 years ago now. I wanted to let you know that it's going to be okay. But there comes a point in your life where you realize that you have to reinvent. You cannot stay in the same place that you've been in. The things that got you to where you are today won't get you to where you want to go. That was one of the first things my business coach told me almost 8 years ago. What got you here won't get you there. And there's a true statement. So I wanted to encourage you today to look at yourself and take a good look at yourself, a good look at your business. And you're going to have to do some sort of a self and business audit to see what works now that you think should still be working, but it's not. You may even have to look at your business and say, the things that I used to do that worked so well for me before don't work so well for me, today. And the way you do that is you got to be honest with yourself. You've got to look at your bottom line. You've got to look at the in-between. You've got to try to find some of the blind spots in your business. But you first have to be honest with yourself and be okay with starting over. Reinvention is a beautiful thing. It does not feel like it while it's happening. I must admit that. It feels more like punishment. But reinvention is a beautiful thing because it lets you turn a page in a brand new notebook. You get to decide how your life is going to be. If you sit in this space where you need to be reinventing yourself and doing something different and looking at your business with a really good eye to say, okay, what am I doing today that's not working anymore? And then set out to improve. But I found, coming from reinvention and having to reinvent myself, that I just didn't reinvent my business. I had to reinvent myself, because how many of us know that any kind of real lasting change happens here first? Yeah, raise your hand if you felt that. Yeah, I see your hand. It happens here first, and until you get it here, you won't see it anywhere else. So once you get in your mind and establishing your thoughts that not only do I need to change and need to reinvent and need to do something new and different, I can, and it doesn't matter how old you are. I was 25 years in to my career as a hairstylist when everything hit the fan. The poop, the shoes, everything hit the fan. And I came tumbling down like Humpty Dumpty. But at the end of the day, 8 years later, I got to rewrite my own script, rewrite my own book, and start a new page, a better page, a page that works for me, it works for my business, and buckle down and make some changes that's going to benefit you later. For me, when everything came crashing down, instead of just crying, and I did cry because I am a crier, instead of just crying, what I did was I set out to reinvent myself, and I set out to do it in a way that was going to build me up as I went along. I hired a business coach because you don't grow in isolation, you only grow in community. And sitting somewhere by yourself and sulking in the loss or the disruption or just the fact that your business isn't growing and the sadness, just sitting there by yourself is not going to help you. You've got to get out and you've got to expose yourself to other people, and you've got to kind of get vulnerable and ask for help. So that's the first step. Next, you want to increase your knowledge of whatever it is that you do well. So if you're a great hair cutter, if you are a great hairstylist in all sense of the term, then you want to continue to build on that. Take classes, go to hair shows, find a hair bestie mentor that can help you climb out of the pit. I had to do that for myself, and it was not easy. I felt like my tail was tucked between my legs, and I was full of shame. But shame was not going to get my children fed. Shame was not going to help pay our rent, and shame was not going to help me get to the other side of it. So I had to put that on the back burner and realized that I deserved more, I wanted more, and I could have more. I wanted all that God had for me and has for me. And so I got a business coach. I increased my skill set. I took every class, every hair show, opportunity. I was there, and I just bettered myself from the inside out. I started here, and then I went here, and then you saw the results everywhere else. So that's just a couple of little things that I did to reinvent myself. I don't want you to feel like it's such a daunting process. It's not. It's an opportunity if you see it like that, but it's all about how you see it. And that's why I said it has to be here first. Because once you get here, that you deserve it and that it's possible, then everything else can start to build upon it. Before you do that, you're just going to feel like you're just a victim and sit and struggle, and you don't have to do that. I'm here 8 years later, 8 years after I lost my house, 8 years after I lost my salon, and I lost them at the same time. Ugh. 8 years later, I'm sitting here waiting for my next client to come in, and I'm in my brand new, almost a year old, double salon suite. And I'm here on my own terms because I decided and made a choice to turn a page in a new book and not to sit back and look at what used to work that didn't work anymore and sulk in it. It's time to change. It's time to grow, and you can do it. I'm cheering you on, hair bestie. I'll see you a little later. I'm going to come back and I like to send videos that's going to uplift you, encourage you, and teach you something. I don't just want to be entertainment. I can make you laugh, but I don't want to do that. I want to make you money. How about that? I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.